Talking about Elementari is an interesting one because it straddles two lines. It's both a coding platform and storyboarding creation tool. The great thing about that is that it does both in a pretty seamless way. So students that enjoy storytelling and the creative side of the arts will enjoy this, but students that enjoy coding, building, the kind of logical mathematical side of things will also find pleasure in this. So this kind of helps both sides of the fence, I suppose, learn. So the basic premise here is that students will take images, audio recordings, voices, music, sounds, whatever it is, illustrations, and then they'll use them to create a storyboard. And that's kind of at the front end, and it kind of comes across in a slideshow style way, and it's kind of built a bit like kind of the Google Slides layout, so it's very accessible. Anyone that's done that before will kind of feel at home using this. And then there's the back end where there's coding. There's block-based coding where you can carry out things like functions or actions, and um, students can then arrange these blocks to allow actions to happen at the front end. So you've got this kind of interactive storyboard creation at the end of it, where students from as young as sort of first grade right up to teenagers can play with and learn how to manipulate this block-based code and pull in different media to create a story. And the end result can be really fun. It can be really original, but also it can be guided. So it's quite easy to leave students to do this solo, and they'll be guided quite comprehensively along, learning how to use it. Um, and then also they don't have to do it from scratch. There's a community here, so when they're finished, they can share that with the community, their creation. But also you can have other people's creations, and you can take them and you can, I think the word is remix them. So edit them essentially. So it's kind of like a template, and then you can play with that. So students are allowed to do that as well, so they can riff off each other, get ideas, kind of get a vibe of how it's done, and maybe even take apart other people's creations and see how they did that, to get ideas. So really broad, creative, and fun way to play with coding and storyboarding, or well, storytelling essentially. So this could be useful for teaching either of those things, but also for teaching any other subject, and using this as a way of packaging that and handing that project in. Um, and a lot of that's available for free. You get more if you pay the sort of premium tiers, but essentially, it's free, so it's really worth trying and seeing how your class can, yeah, get the most out of it.